Well, I guess that'll work if I take the mute off, huh? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. It's August 12th, 2025. It's 9:52 p.m. And I know a lot of people's got lives going on right now, but I'm about ready to hit the hay myself. So I'm just going to come in and let y'all know what you probably already know, which is sad news, of course. And I'm sorry to have to talk about it. It's not happy news. Um, it seems like there's not happy news anytime you turn on the YouTubes or the news or anything else anymore. It's just crazy. But this is just an update to let you know. I wanted to share with you that today, August 12th, 2025, the family of 10-year-old Jaden Spicer confirmed that he had been found, but tragically, he is no longer with us. And if you can, light a candle, say a prayer. Um, it's also been confirmed by the news, by the police, and they did a short press conference earlier on this. And so, yes, it is confirmed, sadly. The community that searched, they searched day and night for him. This community was very upset. They, you know, talked about this. And let's see, they said, let me look here so I can give you the information. They said tomorrow night they're having, this come from a Facebook post, that my family and I are going to have a vigil tomorrow for Jaden Spicer at 5 p.m. from 5 p.m. to 7 at the Lester Smith Memorial Park in Jackson. Even if you only stay for a small amount of time, please come and say a prayer for Jaden now that he has been found. And let's see, soon we can honor him. Let's see, mental health matters, and I know everyone is heartbroken, and I want people to come together in the community and honor Jaden. His life was cut short, and it was unfair to him to have to endure what he did. We encourage everyone to wear red or blue, and we will be placing a picture of Jaden and I guess bows in front of the angel wings at the park. And everything brought will go to the family after the vigil ends. So please share. And this was put out by Casey Burton. Hey, Millie. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I guess it's just me and you, girly. Yeah, rest in peace to beautiful Jaden. So hopefully, he has no more pain and no more suffering. It's just sad. Um, I was just telling about the vigil for tomorrow night. Look, Rich and Ruby, I know, even was wanting to go up there, and they said, they told him, no, to hold off, no, nobody to come up there. I did hear Justin say same thing. So I think from the start they had a pretty good idea what was really going on, and it was not going to be a good outcome. That's just my opinion. They say August 5th was the last known sighting, and the disappearance was reported. Um, that was allegedly when he was last seen by his family members. I assume they mean his family members, his mom, and I guess that's her boyfriend. I don't, stepdad. I'm not sure, but I guess that's the last time he was seen. The aunt come on Facebook, and she was saying that the last time she spoke with Jaden was on July 3rd. There was some receipts to that. Yeah, I mean, it's pitiful. And it's sorry. It is so sorry, Millie. So I don't know if it was the 3rd or the 5th or in between. I know he did not go to the school to go to open house, right? So he was not seen there. I know they had drones and canines and the ground searches, the sonar, all that. They still didn't find him. They had the little community volunteers there. It was crazy. Law enforcement, has not said who found him, but he was found in a shallow grave next to his grandma's grave or the graveyard. But they say his mother, Felicia, confessed. Hey, Lainey. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And of course, she's now in custody. In my opinion, though, I don't think she did this by herself. I don't think she did this by herself at all. I said that earlier, and I mean it. I don't think she did it by herself. I could be wrong, but I just don't, you know. So, anyway. But I don't believe she did it by herself. Now, the coroners are going to do an investigation and an autopsy. They will know, and they'll find out exactly what happened and when it happened. Law enforcement updates are still to come. Court dates are still to come. You know. Have you got a problem there, troll? And I would like to know. Hold on, Millie. Don't block them. Don't block them yet. Don't block them yet. Hold on, Millie. Hold on just a minute. Is it Lainey or Lonnie? Hell, I can't see because of my glasses. So you want to talk to me a minute? Would you like a link? Would you like a link? Because I want to know right now, and I mean right, like RIGHT now. I'm stopping everything because I always have an asshole troll. I don't mind trolls, but I always have the assholes that want to come in here, that have the black hearts when it's on these children and stuff. And yes, I'm going to address you. Don't block them yet, please, Millie. So you want my attention, you got it, because I got a question for you, asshole. And I expect you to be big enough to answer it. Have you got the balls or the boobs to answer it? Have you? Before I ask you, I want to know, have you got the balls or the boobs to answer my question? Yay, nay. Hello? Hello? You unblocked them? Okay, go ahead and speak. Go ahead and speak. You're unblocked. Okay, yay, you got okay. Who am I talking to? Male or female? Or a little of both? because I want to know what you got the balls or the boobs to say. Can you at least give me a hint who I'm talking to? Because you might be handled a little bit different. I might squeeze your balls a little bit harder or something. Well, first of all, do you want a link? Because I'll be more than happy to give you one. I want to know, my question to you is, and unless I'm reading this wrong, and I don't think I'm that damn blind yet, who are you calling a racist and a sexist? Excuse me, because I want to know. That's what I want to know. Who are you calling a racist and a sexist? Come on. You said yay. You can answer. Let's see what you got. What do you got? You're calling, you're calling, I'm going to leave Millie out of this just a minute because that's not true. We're going to leave Millie alone. I don't know if this is, I won't call your name. Are you male or female or the bull dyke? Are you the bull dyke? Because let me explain something to you, and I'm not being racist here. Other than Smiley, how many people do you fucking see doing cases with black kids? I just want to know, or black adults, or passing around black people. Not many. Not many. And I bet your ass ain't if you're a creator or a creator's mod, right? I bet y'all are not over there bouncing black or brown people or whatever you want to call it off, correct? I bet you ain't got the kahunas enough to come up here if I drop you a link, do you? Because I'll take this picture of this child down that's literally lost its life due to its mother's hands, so she confessed. And we'll discuss this. You will? Okay. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Uh-oh, hold on. I don't want anybody to take this but this idiot. And look, idiot. I don't want to see your tits or your balls if you have any. but we're going to discuss this since you want to make it this. So there's your link. It's your only chance. It's your only chance. And if I have to delete this video, you won't get another chance, even if you come in under another name. Do you even know how to get up here? Do you even know how to get up here? Can you chop? Hurry up now. Can you hurry? Like I said, it's your one and only chance. Like Green Eye said, it's your funeral. Hurry up. You done wasted a second, asshole, typing in there. Call me a bitch. Look at you trying to have respect not to spell it out. Don't you know how to spell it? Or maybe you had to ask your wife, or I don't know. What the hell? Can't y'all think for yourself? Come on, Blackheart. Come in here calling me a racist. And you want to talk about Millie? Bitch, come to my house and show your face, and I will slap you into next year with my bare hands. And that is a threat and a promise. What is it, chicken shit? Are you trying to get a heart up or something so you can show your little tiny wiener or something? Just forget it, you stupid bitch. You know what? You're fixing to get blocked. I'm going to give you to 10. I'm counting to 10. 1, and I'll do it slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you'd make me cry anyway? I doubt it. No, because you know that I know who you are, you freaking little bitch. I think I would make you cry and twist your ass into a pretzel. How about that? You know what I think? You're a weak ass bitch. Get out of my chat. Block them, Millie. I don't know who it is, Tabitha. They're weak. They're scared. And they must be racist. I can think of 3 people, 2 other people besides Chris that it might be. And one of them thinks they're a bulldog. Didn't Jeremiah eat the bullfrog? I don't know. But I'd eat that motherfucker and spit it out. Just saying. Now, are we finished with that person? Right, exactly, Millie. There you go. And the other one looks like a freaking pickle dick with fucking ears. How about that? So that's the only 3 I can think of. Just saying. Looks like other people's got other problems they need to be worrying about instead of Smiley and Millie. But you sure know which ones don't give a shit about kids. Exactly. We ain't afraid of no Lonnie, Laney, bullshit, troll. Why do I feel like I need to start this live over again? It's probably the bulldog. You know, they keep coming back, Millie, with tons, tons. It's like they have hundreds of troll accounts. How disgusting. How disgusting. How disgusting. Well, Alexis, if you're going to start, you can go straight to hell too, because I tell y'all what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue with what I'm going to do, and I could care less what y'all say or do. How about that? I was just fine just fine earlier. How about that? Oh, Lonnie's your oh, then you must be that, you know, on further down south. See, call me racist. No, I'm white, but you must be part of that white trash gang down there. Pickle fucking ear bullshit. Fuck you all. And what are you going to do about it, Alexis? Not a damn thing. You know what I say? Make that little field trip and pull up. Pull up. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Be careful what you wish for. I always be telling y'all about thank God for them unanswered prayers. Told y'all about that. I'm pulling my chat up for a minute, y'all. I'm not going to look. I'm not even going to glance. Boop. Bye, chat. Millie knows how to block. Millie knows how to handle. Sorry I didn't say hi to everybody else coming in. Thank you for being here. Of course, like I said, this is sad news. This little boy right here on my screen, Jaden Spicer. Jaden Spicer. He died at the hands of his mother. At least that's what she says. She confessed. So if you want to light a candle for him, if you want to put praying hands in, hearts, go right on ahead. Make it a happier chat tonight because I'm not in the mood tonight. But you know what? Jaden deserves better. This community of his up in Kentucky and some of this true crime community that really cared about Jaden and what happened to him is very upset. You know, they're very upset. We don't know if he was seen July 3rd or August 5th, but the coroner's going to find out. They will know. They know. They know what happened. They know past marks, past bruises, past broken bones, past anything. They know that. But they say his mother confessed. Now, I don't know in the meantime. I don't know for a fact I left earlier, but I was over in Justin's Clutched and Pearls. Y'all go watch him as well. I know that somebody told him it was a possibility that they had heard allegedly, that the stepfather boyfriend, whichever one it was, also was taken down to be detained, and he told somebody he may not be coming back. I feel, in my opinion, and I've said so early on, even though the mother, Felicia Gross, confessed, I don't think she did this by herself. I don't think she physically did it by herself, is what I mean, in my opinion. She could have. She could have. Some people think the aunt was involved. Some people think the aunt looked suspicious. Was she? I don't know. But I just know that this mother, in my opinion, didn't do it by herself. Now, the coroner will find out. The autopsy will come next. The court dates, the updates, all that will come out. They did a short press conference earlier. I'm not going to watch this. Thanks to the asshole troll. That's not why I'm not going to watch it, but they wasted enough of my time. I was already planning on going to bed earlier. So we are going to watch a small video, a news clip, but I'm not going to watch all the things tonight. There is a press conference out there, and they did verify all of this. It was a short press conference. But Felicia Gross, she's the mom. She's 33 years old. She's sometimes referred to as Felicia Spicer. And just FYI, she's had previous child endangerment charges in her history. And that's drawn a bunch of scrutiny with this case. And following the discovery of Jaden's body in a shallow grave, because he was buried, unfortunately, in a shallow grave, Felicia was arrested, and she's now being held in the Kentucky River Regional Jail. All that is also on VineLink. I did post that. It's on VineLink. Right now, she's charged with second-degree manslaughter, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and her false reporting. Because, of course, she has false reporting. She had everybody and their brother and their dog looking for Jaden, knowing where Jaden was at. This handsome young boy. The aunt said, "Oh, he's a handful." I'm so sick and tired of these people talking about these kids are a handful, whether the aunt had anything to do with it or not. It's ridiculous. I think if you look at the different pictures and stuff, like the one with him scrunched down right here above the red shirt right here, I think that's when he was with his mama or his grandma, because she had custody of him until she died. And I think she took really good care of him. She's really happy. This picture over here, he looks very frail to me and like he's lost a lot more weight. It's just sad. It's sad. I think, was he upset? I'm pretty sure, because his grandmother passed away. And also, could he have been a target? We just talked about that today, I think earlier on my live this morning, about certain children being a target just over things like this. Target children, a scapegoat, and stuff like that. It's just sad, man. You know, will charges be added? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it just depends. The remains were found in a shallow grave after the officers received a new tip, it said, and the case remains under active investigation. So anything's possible. They can always come back and add charges. Always. You know, they can always do that. Anything is possible. I don't know if they will or not. The medical examiner, again, it depends on their findings, any new details, the manner and cause of death, and anything like that can influence the decisions. But it is an ongoing investigation. And authorities may uncover new evidence that actually leads to added charges that, can't help but be added. You know, it's never too late to add those charges. Prosecutors or the defense attorneys could request additions or takeaways. It don't mean they'll get them, but they very well could add on or exchange stuff, make deals and stuff like that, as you know. And they could do that ahead of the upcoming court proceedings. In Kentucky, let's talk about this. For each charge Felicia is facing right now, under the Kentucky law, second-degree manslaughter, which I think that's pretty low for what they got her for, and she confessed and all that stuff, and then they found the body. But hey, that's a Class C felony in Kentucky, but it only carries 5 to 10 years in prison, and it carries up to a $10,000 fine. That applies to when someone recklessly causes the death of another person, according to Kentucky laws. Was it intentional or was it an accident? I don't know, but I just don't see things being accidents and you not calling. And as I was saying earlier, but we know she's not a good parent. I mean, we know that. She's already been in trouble, before and stuff like that. So it's hard to say. She's already had child abuse and child neglect charges on her. Now, if she was here, she wouldn't get away with that. It would be more. And those charges would carry points, and those points would definitely get her longer term problems. Let's just say that. She also got abuse of a corpse. In Kentucky, that's a Class D felony. And if the abuse is intentional or involves concealment or dismemberment, I don't think that happened as far as the dismemberment. I'm just saying what Kentucky's law is. The penalty is 1 to 5 years in prison, and it's a fine up to $10,000. But it also covers the corpse thing. It also covers hiding, mutilating, or otherwise treating a corpse in any way that outrages other ordinary family and community sensibilities. That's through Kentucky law. She also got tampering with physical evidence. That's a Class D felony. That's punishable from 1 to 5 years in prison, fine up to $10,000, and it involves altering and destroying and concealing or removing evidence to impair an investigation. And I am pretty sure she did all those things, in my opinion. She falsely reported an incident, and she is charged with that. And in Kentucky, that's a Class A misdemeanor. And unless it causes serious injury or death, which it did. But it has to be, unfortunately, during a false emergency call. So we don't know that part yet. It carries up to a year in the county jail, fine up to $5,000 or $500. So I'm not sure about that, but also it depends on how the time is served. If it's all these are served consecutively and the judge ordered the sentences to be back to back, which is usually rare in the state of Kentucky for first-time offenders, but it is possible in a severe case, which I would call this a severe case. That's just my opinion. She would get 10 years for manslaughter plus 5 for abuse of a corpse. She would get 5 more for tampering and 1 year for false reporting, and up to 21 years in prison. So if they had her serve it concurrently to run at the same time, she would only serve the longest single sentence, which is up to 10 years. To me, that's just not enough. So hopefully they won't do it like that. I don't know. But in Kentucky, abuse of a corpse, it means intentionally treating a dead body in a way that would outrage, again, ordinary family and community sensibilities. And the person must knowingly engage in that conduct. And it has to mean it's not an accident. So she can't really say it was an accident. I don't know what happened. None of us know what happened yet. But she can't say, I mean, that's what the law is there. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. But the treatment must be such that the average person would, find it grossly offensive or shocking as far as the corpse part. And it applies to whether the deceased person was killed by the offender or not. So some of the things would include making it improper, unsafe, in an unsafe location, in the woods, in a shallow grave. We know he was put in a shallow grave. It could be mutilating or dismembering. Again, I don't think he was dismembered. That's just, we don't know anything yet to be a fact. But I don't think so. I hope not. I pray not. I'm just telling you again the laws in Kentucky. Failing to handle a body according to lawful burial. See, all that applies to her. All that part applies to her. Concealing the body, hoping it would never get discovered by the police. Moving the body, trying to interfere with the investigation. Did she do that? So in Kentucky, the penalties for abuse of a corpse, it's a Class D felony. Class D felony. 1 to 5 years, $10,000 fine. If the abuse is minor neglect without concealment, it could be a Class A misdemeanor. Oh, that's so disappointing. So disappointing. Why it's charged in cases like his is because someone's bruises are hidden, maybe, or their body's in a shallow grave. Prosecutors use that, charge to address the treatment of the body after the death. It's separate, from the death itself. It recognizes that improper handling, it was just disgrace, and there was no dignity there. It just was no dignity there. And it can also interfere with the investigations. Again, Jaden lived on Panbowl Branch Road near Jackson, Kentucky, and his body was very tragically discovered in a wooded area off a Canoe Road. That's about 19 miles away. That's a pretty big difference, but it's still within the same county. Is that time, do you think, is that really enough? If that's what she gets? I mean, I don't know. I just pray they figure out everything that happened, and I think they will. But is that enough? Man, I thought Kentucky was tougher than that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to look at the comments now. I'm a little bit calm now. Hello, Alicia. Hello, good to see you. I wonder if they are, and I'm going backwards, I wonder if they are aware that forensics team will be able to know exactly how long he has been gone. Yes, I don't know if they're aware of that, but yes, they absolutely will. And let's see, hold on. Odd how the other sister said talk to him and not seen him. She's a little bit suspicious to me. Again, when she started snapping off about those pictures, I don't know. To me, she was just suspicious. She may not have nothing to do with nothing, and I'm not accusing her of anything because I don't know. I really don't know. But she come out kind of like, to me, wanting to say, okay, I haven't seen him. He hasn't been seen or heard from since July 3rd. Kind of putting this scenario out there that it's a possibility, yada, yada, yada. And then when people started questioning about pictures, then she got defensive of her sister. I just made you side-eye her. It was just a couple of things. Felicia made the excuse he couldn't talk. I don't think he's ever been diagnosed with anything. And then that reminds me, the sister, the one aunt, was talking about how he was hard to handle. Okay. The grandma took care of him till the day she died, and evidently she was really, really sick. And I think she had hospice there on the end. I don't know what was wrong with her, but she was really sick. And I know he grieved himself, But the grandmother took care of him, good care, it seemed like. She probably did the best she could, and I'm sure she did not want to, get sick and leave him. I do too, Mohawk. I honestly think he was gone long before he was reported missing. Yes, they will find every bruise, everything. Absolutely. And they always know the old stuff and the new stuff and when it happened. They know those things. You know, I don't get it. She did have that in her past. Absolutely. That should have been another thing they looked at. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think they're gonna okay, so it's the stepfather. I wasn't sure to call him the boyfriend, or I knew it wasn't the dad because I think the dad's already in jail. So, the stepfather. Okay, so it is the stepfather. And yeah, I heard they were already questioning him down at the station. Like tonight. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I'm waiting to see if he's got a mugshot anywhere anytime soon. Um, uh, I think they're going to. I do too, Mohawk's mom. I think they'll come back on. I think they'll come back and add charges. Hey, Denise. I don't know if I said hey to you earlier, honey. I did see you. I love you. I'm glad you're here. Let me see. Um, he's smart and reading in kindergarten. Just imagine unable to complete 50 thoughts in less than 5 minutes. That's just how his brain was working. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Baba Rose. Yeah, exactly. And children don't always need medicine. Um, yeah, they're supposed to be a handful. They're young. They're full of, yeah, exactly. They're full of life. They're full of energy. And not everybody does the medicine thing, you know? And a lot of times, I'm going to say over half, I don't know the exact numbers, but I will say over half of the time, the numbers, the it's the schools and the teachers that can't feel like they handle them or don't want to handle them in school. So they're the ones that suggest. They're absolutely the ones that suggest that they get taken to the doctor. We'll help you get them on Ritalin or whatever medicine it is nowadays, and we'll help them and we'll fill out whatever paperwork because it's the teachers who don't want to deal with it or know how to deal with it, you know. Um, so I don't get it. Yeah, and great grandma she was raising three of these children. I mean, you know, and this girl had how many kids she had? Like seven? She had like seven kids. I'm hoping that the other kids are somewhere where nobody can ever harm them, honestly. Where nobody can ever harm them again. Let's watch this little clip here. Um, let's see. Okay. If it comes up, if it comes up, we'll watch it. Hold on a minute. I'll go back to it in just a second. Uh-oh. What is it doing? My goodness.
When you're in a collision, every sentence starts with I.
I hope everyone is okay.
I was just going through the light.
I had the right of way.
I just want my car back the way it was.
Technicians trained by iCar know the latest technologies, which means when you trust an iCar designated shop, your car will look great and be safe to drive again.
Not giving
Who
me the
knew
option
my
to
car would
skip
look
that
so
one.
good and feel so safe again?
I did.
I did.
I did.
So there's one more sentence that can begin with I.
I count on iCar.
I count on iCar.
I count on iCar.
iCar, gold class collision repair.
When 18-wheelers throw
Really?
their weight around,
I hate it when it
Kentucky
has all
drivers
these
pay the
questions.
price.
I'm Attorney Darrell Isaacs, the Hammer. I
Ooh,
am
yeah.
Kentucky's big truck lawyer. Yeah, big rigs have big insurance companies, but we know how to take them on in court. And when they throw something like this, we throw it back and demand something like this. Now that's more like it. Want to win your big truck case? With billions recovered for our clients, Kentucky, you know who to call. Call the Hammer.
Call 877-ALL-7s. When 18-wheelers throw their weight around, Kentucky drivers pay the price.
The Breathitt County Coroner's Office responded and pronounced the child deceased.
Kentucky State Police Trooper Matt Gayhart says after the department received a tip, they searched the area off Canoe Road where they found the body of 10-year-old Jaden Spicer. This is an area that Senator Brandon Smith says he helped search. He says after reading about Jaden on social media, he knew he wanted to do more.
Went to ground zero and literally started on every gravel road till it ended. Every garbage pile, every empty house.
Trooper Gayhart says now that Jaden's body has been found, this is a criminal investigation being led by Kentucky State Police detectives. Smith says he hopes this helps people to realize how helpful police tips can be to an ongoing investigation.
If you see something, don't hesitate. I mean, it can just be it could be an honest mistake, but I would report it and come forward like we saw an individual do in this case.
Kentucky State Police Trooper Matt Gayhart confirmed that Jaden Spicer's mom, Felicia Gross, was arrested and taken to Kentucky River Regional Jail in Hazard on multiple charges, including manslaughter.
I would like to assure the public that now, thanks to these guys, Jaden is now in good hands, and we're going to take care of him.
Breathitt County Commonwealth's Attorney Miranda King says the next step is to make sure there is justice for Jaden Spicer. Spicer's mother was also charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and falsely reporting an incident.
It is our top priority to protect the integrity of this investigation and seek justice for Jaden.
Jaden's body was taken to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy. In Hazard, Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
And see, did y'all notice how his mother came out with a note? I made a little short video on that the other day. I mean, who else did that remind you of? Who else did that? Who comes out with a note and gives it to the press or the news? Really? Only somebody, in my opinion, who does something or knows something. You know, it's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous. You're absolutely guilty. you know, and I'm going to tell you, every person, every child that that's done to, it may not be in hours like this. It may not be in a week or two. It may not be in a month. It may not be in a year, but it is going to come. The light will come and shine through for all of these kids. I have no doubt about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't care who likes it, and I don't care who trolls me. I don't care. I'm telling you right now. If you have a child missing, you're going to get out there searching and looking. First of all, you're not going to have your windows up saying you went and screamed for them. That don't work. With timestamps, receipts, and proof to that. Second of all, you're not going to write handwritten letters. I'm sorry. And you're not going to be going to every restaurant in town where everybody's talking about you. Sure, they have to eat. Every human has to eat. But giggling and laughing and getting on, I don't think so. Exactly, VA. Especially on the day of a vigil, right? So look. These kids don't deserve this. They don't. None of them. None of them. They all deserve to be found. There deserves to be closure for all of them. You know, I mean, who do you even say you're sorry to that this happened to Jaden? I'm sorry to him. I'm glad he's no longer in the woods. But I hope his grandma has him in her arms tightly. I don't know who all involved in this besides the mom, or if she's the only one. I don't know. But I know Jaden didn't have a fair chance. He was too much for the aunt. Who I would love to know, who just handed custody back over to Felicia. Was it the judge? I'm not sure in that short of time if they could have did that. Or was it the aunt? Or was she just the mom go get him? Because there's a problem. If the mom just went and took him back and the courts or CPS said no, and the aunt gave him back and didn't report it, then she's just as culpable. And I'm just saying. But again, we don't know these things. I don't know. On that level, I don't think none of us know yet. But right now, there's no more searching, no more fear, no more open doors. Jaden can rest now, and he can be free and forever loved internally in his grandma's arms and in Jesus's arms. I will say, good night, Jaden. We'll carry your name. We'll carry your light. And we'll carry your fight. That no other child's story ends this way. I hope you're at peace now, sweet boy. Thank you all for being here and joining me. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.